Okay, let me clean that up again. I want to backtrack because this is the third recording. I want to quickly go back and define what I was talking about. I read an article, and I'm trying to tie it up with my eviction hearing that I went through yesterday. The judge himself, his hands are tied. If you read the whole of his bios and everything, which I did before I went there, I thought maybe when I get there, I'll be able to present him where my voice will be heard. But that's not the case. That's not the issue. That's not how to do it. If the landlord, the slumlord, says that, gives you a notice of 1 week, of 2 weeks, and then tell you how much you're owing, that you've not been able to pay, that's the only thing they are interested in right there. If you dispute it, you can dispute the amount. If the amount is correct, why disputing it? If 2 weeks ago they gave you a notice, why dispute it? My case was the fact that I would not have to go to this extent of this eviction because I was done dirty by the new landlady. I'm not going to paint it any other way. When she came into the system for an appraisal, I did told her how much I was paying, and the old landlady did not take me to court because I was already preparing in my mind if she takes me to court for eviction, which she could not do because I was with her for 10 years, and I was her for 10 years, and she couldn't really know because I was paying what she wanted me to pay. I was paying what I want to pay, not what she wants me to pay. So when this one got in there, I was paying what I wanted to pay, not what she wants me to pay. She has a differential. And there was also a differential of what you call apart from that differential of what I was paying, there was another differential of what you call late charge. There was that sum of amount was sitting there, big amount, the loss of big number. Then there was the issue of me having to be in the system for 10 years with all the destruction of my properties to the fact that there was what you call mold, there was what you call leaks, there was what you call rodents and het rodents and all these bad things that caused me me to become and not become. I won't say that affect my health because my health issue started as a kid. When I was a little boy, that's when I had attention deficit that would have to be dealt with. He wasn't dealt with, and I started doing a lot of work, to the point where I built a lot of stress in my life, and I probably had what to call P capital, T capital, O, P-O-T-S, capital small letter S, stuff like that. So, so what I'm saying is that there was a built-up of a certain amount there. There was a built-up of what you call, what I would have to counter-sue, but that did not happen. So the new one came in there, and I did warn her right there. I said, come on, I'm not paying what I'm not paying. There is a reason for that. That was in her dictionary. A lot of people left the unit, the system. They left the complex, but I don't move unless I don't get moved unless when the madman stays. I don't know what to say that. I never get moved when the madman stays. When somebody who's mentally sick is staring at me, I just know they are mentally sick, and that's why they are staring at me. You don't get moved when the madman stares at you. So I didn't want to move unless I was getting ready to move. And I'm glad I did not move because I wanted to see the bottom of the place. So what she did was told me right there that I was underpaying, which I told her, okay, why don't you move me into where I was supposed to have been moving to 10 years ago? Because if you look at my lease is saying I'm supposed to be in 226. Which is 1 bedroom, and that lease sign was I was moving to 205, which has a lot of which was just the only one that was just probably vacant at that time, without knowing that with the woman, my landlady didn't know that the people left their bed in there, which has bed bugs and all that. It was after I merged my office to that unit that I find now that there was all this problem and it was already too late, so I had to throw everything away. So I'm looking at a lot of money. So I was going to sue that if that woman had taken me to court, because there was incremental rent over the years. At one point I had to take a stand. I said, I'm not paying no more. I took a stand. I said, stand my ground. I said, this is what I'm going to pay. And I started paying it. And she could not do anything about it because I was constantly paying. Not only that, there was a COVID-19 that didn't allow her a lot of leeway for 2 years where there was a moratorium. So what I'm saying is that when I went to this court, I had intention of saying that, okay, I was lucky. Let me say this. The only luck I had going to this court yesterday was because when I got there, before going in there, in the middle of last month, I had a situation where I was saying, oh brother, let me go check checking to see whether my sleeping my sleeping was getting bad because she was putting a lot of pressure on me, and my job situation, they filed for bankruptcy, and I was like, okay, I was now going to sleeplessness, so I went to go say, let me go get the referrer that I was referred to. I've had that problem, that booth of depression and all that, maybe all my life, but I never knew it was that bad because of the heavy way I work, the way I do a lot of working. I do too much. I do a lot of. I'm gonna take that back. I think I'm gonna have to record that again. So so let me clean that up, guys. So what I'm saying there is that I did not know I knew my situation, but I did not feel there was need to address it. But I did pick up on that when I was trying to see whether I can encapsulate the whole of my failed business that I was going to start. Why I couldn't start it. So when I saw that window, that's when I wanted to write a book, and I was juggling my memory, and I found out that my attention was one of the biggest, even though I was telling my coach that's what it was, and she was saying, no, you don't have no diagnosis, you cannot claim that. I said, okay. But then I think after I left her, I had a big boom like that where my mom was telling me, if you don't come and meet me in Nigeria, you're not going to be there. I'm not going to be there, stuff like that. And I put 6 months heavy duty on myself. So this is 6 months I'm going to be there, and in the long run, my stress level went out, and my sleeping pattern went out. So I went to check with the hospital, and they gave me some of this heavy duty medication, which I finally quickly discovered. I said, no, I'm not taking this medication because people were getting addicted to it all over the place. But that sleeplessness, I was able to manage it up to now. So when I then said, with this issue where the landlady that was there before did not sue me or get me evicted, this one came in, the pressure on me, pressure out of work, pressure out of trying to get this project off the ground, just kind of sent me where my sleeplessness, I was becoming restless and all that. So I checked in. I said, told my psychiatrist that situation, and I got evaluated and all that. So I was going to present that when I went to court, but the guys that was checking us and said, no, you don't have that don't matter. Unless if your caseworker says that they're going to, I think he has a question. The question was that, are they moving you out? I couldn't answer that question definitely because I know my coordinator was working on that. It was when I was already inside the court that I had a call from her, and I came outside and I told her I'm in the court right now for eviction. And she said, okay, I'll call you back later on. When everything then went off, when I went home, when I was coming back home, I was in the train. When she called me, I spoke to her for about another 10 to 15 minutes there. That's when I told her, okay, they are expecting that you guys will do something. And she said, we're doing something. But I also made it clear to her that she cannot make a mountain become a mountain. There's just about what she can do is what she can do. So when I then took the whole gambit to one level, so when I then took the whole gambit to one level, I came to one conclusion. The conclusion I came up to was that it's a great day to have had to go through what other people normally will go through, and a lot of them can't recover from it. And here I am, I'm just getting ready to start, which I've always said that. This is my PTO, point of takeoff. So I'm getting ready to start, and a lot of people who are in my position, who are getting ready to start, don't even get there. They don't even get to a position where they will say, oh, I'm getting ready to start. No. They don't even get there. They don't get to the position where they're going to say, I'm getting ready to start. Because they have already